Welcome everyone, and thanks for joining us for today's episode of Canal Days. As always, I'm your host Carrie, along with my co-host, founder of the Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, Robert Como. Our Canal Days series delves into the vast collection of historical sites throughout Massachusetts, with Robert's expertise of the local history as our personal guide. Each episode, we uncover history throughout local communities with historic houses, meaningful monuments, preeminent pivotal pioneers, and remarkable remaining remnants, all while uncovering their seminal significance. Today's episode of Canal Days, we will be canvassing the French Congregational Church of Springfield, Massachusetts. So can you disclose where the church was originally located and where it was moved to?
It was originally on Bliss Street in downtown Springfield, Massachusetts, and when the casino came in about 8 years ago, the plans were to move it to a new location, and they moved it out to face onto Union Street, and to great effect. It's still quite beautiful, and I appreciate it very much. So we're also going to be talking about today what it's used for nowadays, the design of the church, and its history. And it's nice to have it along the casino and preserved. And a lot of buildings were this way. The Armory, the Union House, and several buildings along State Street. And even the YWCA, what they incorporated its entablature and fenestration right into the casino's face. Incredible.
And can you reveal the history of the French Congregational Church?
Yes, the Wesson family and other rich families knew that these French Protestants needed a church of their own. And up they started with the French Congregational Church of Springfield. And it's a beautiful church. And all these families got together, they realized that a lot of the people that worked for them didn't have their own church to go because it was neither Catholic nor was it typically one of the Protestant churches that you find in large numbers, such as Baptist or Congregational. It was a Huguenot style church, people from France that were Protestants. And thus the congregation, is very small for that. And so what happened is the Wesson family and others supported the church in the very beginning. And it is from the year 1887, and it only lasted for a few years in that role. And then by the year 1909, it became the first spiritual church. And then it became other churches and so forth and so on. So that's our little history.
And don't worry, stick around, we'll be right back after this quick announcement. Are you fascinated by local history and eager to investigate the obscure treasures off the beaten path throughout the state of Massachusetts? Or maybe just seeking an unforgettable cultural activity for family and friends to enjoy? Look no further than Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, founded by Robert Como. With over a decade of experience, Robert offers captivating tours and presentations of historic sites and landmarks throughout the state. Whether you're interested in canals, cemeteries, charming churches, or more, Robert's Tours provide a unique and enriching experience for all. And that's not it. You can also schedule private tours tailored to your interests, ensuring a personalized adventure and unforgettable memories. Perfect for families and groups of all sizes, making for an exciting hands-on learning experience that brings history to life. Simply visit holyokecanaltour.org or email bobcat4214, capital B, @yahoo.com to book your private tour today. But wait, there's more. Don't miss out on Robert's podcast and video series, Canal Days, where you can dive even deeper into the vital history of the Connecticut River Valley. Plus, for those who may not be local or would rather enjoy on the go, or from the comfort of their home, Canal Days brings the adventure right to your screen. So don't miss out. Uncover the pivotal past with historical tours of Greater Holyoke to make your own history with memories that will last a lifetime. Remember to log on to holyokecanaltour.org for more information and secure your personalized experience today. Welcome back to our Canal Days episode of the French Congregational Church of Springfield, Massachusetts. Can you illustrate for us the design of the church's exterior?
Yes, it's a neo-Gothic church that is a Gothic revival church. Its windows give that away, and its front door gives that away. and it's quite small and compact, and it does have a nice little steeple to it. And probably they used the style because it was in vogue in the 1880s, and it looks very nice still.
And can you define what the church is used for today?
Now, since it's close to the casino, it's now a store, a gift store called the Emporium, and there you can buy knickknacks and other small gifts, and that's a good use for it. And they've taken, if they were staying last when they probably were, they've taken them out, so the religious look is gone now, and that's probably for the best since it doesn't have any religious use to it anymore. And otherwise, I'm glad they did what they did, move it from Bliss Street, Howard Street area into the Union Street area, and there it's found a new life for itself. And they were very graceful about it. So I'm very proud of the situation and very happy it was done.
And thanks for listening to Canal Days and our episode on the French Congregational Church in Springfield, Massachusetts, and joining us on our journey through the rich history of the Connecticut River Valley. We hope you enjoyed uncovering some of the hidden and overlooked marvels and their fascinating stories that shaped our past in the state of Massachusetts. A special thanks to Robert Comu, founder of the Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, for sharing his passion and expertise with us. Remember, you can find more information about Robert's tours, book private tours, and explore Canal Days video and podcast series at holyokecanaltour.org. If you enjoyed today's episode, please like, comment, and share. We'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions for future episodes. Don't forget to keep exploring and discovering the history that is hidden in plain sight all around us. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to tune in to our next episode of Canal Days. And log on to holyokecanaltour.org. Until next time.